Hi, thank you for tuning into the Urban Herbalist YouTube channel. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make an herbal compress. And today's demonstration we're going to be utilizing calendula. Calendula is a very common, very safe herb to use for a compress. It's great for skin conditions due to its anti-inflammatory properties. It calms redness and eases discomfort in dried skin. You can use this type of herbal compress for acne, for eczema, for any kind of insect bites, and it's even safe enough to use for diaper rash. It contains fatty acids that help moisturize and hydrate the skin. So calendula is a great herb to use for an herbal compress. And again, it's the same procedure. If there's another herb you want to use, same procedure on how to make an herbal compress. It's very, very simple. So let's go ahead and make the compress. The first step to making a calendula compress is to measure out our herb. And for this I'm using 4 tablespoons of calendula for my quart mason jar. Now we add our hot water. Because our first step is to make an infusion. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on and leave this sit for a minimum of 30 minutes. Okay, our infusion with the calendula is done and ready to strain. So I have my glass container with my fine mesh strainer. Now with compresses you want them hot, but not so hot that they're going to burn you. So looks like this is still pretty hot yet. I'm going to let this cool off a few more minutes before we do our compress. And we're back here with our infusion of calendula. See the beautiful color from the flower. And for a compress, you make the infusion of the herb, and then you just take a cloth and you dip it in the infusion. Make sure that it's hot, but not so hot you're going to burn yourself. So I've let this sit for I let the infusion sit for about a half hour, and it's cooled for about 10 minutes, but so it's still good and hot. You take a clean cloth and you dip it in the infusion and wring it out, and you would just apply it to the affected area. Say if I had some psoriasis on my arm, I would just lay the wet cloth here, and a good way to keep it in place is you can use an ace bandage or wrap another towel around it, and you want to be able to keep it as hot as possible. So you can also put a hot water bottle on top of it as well. I wouldn't recommend a heating pad for this because it's electricity and this is wet, so you don't want to mix the two, but you want to keep this as hot as possible. You can apply compress for up to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day, and I don't recommend a long-term use of a compress, only for about 2 to 3 days, because your skin does need some air to get at it. If you have a wound you're using this for, you don't want it to get waterlogged. So only use a compress for about 2 to 3 days if needed. So that is how you use an herbal compress. Very easy to make, very easy to apply. I want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment. And I invite you to my website, urbanherbalist.com, for more information on herbs. And I want to thank you for watching.